I'm pretty sure everyone is on social media now. It's the platform where we keep ourselves updated and we share our life updates with our friends and family. And this is mostly done on photos and videos shot on our smartphones. So what do you need? A good camera smartphone. Now when it comes to camera-focused smartphones, OPPO has its Reno series just for that. Today we're looking at the Reno6, one of the latest phones released by OPPO this year. It has a 64-megapixel triple camera on the rear and a 32-megapixel lens for your selfies, but more than that, you get a few interesting features that help you shoot better and filters and mode that will help you save time you usually spend editing your photos and videos. The video feature we tested out first is the Bokeh flare portrait that used to only work on photos but is now also available on videos. So you can use this mode both day and night. It works on both your front and rear cameras. We've tried it on photos, so it basically turns your surroundings into this dreamy looking background. You can't adjust the intensity of the bokeh effect unlike your usual portrait mode, but overall the edge detection is good and the cropping doesn't look harsh. The same goes to when you use it in your videos, and what's good is that it doesn't only apply to a single subject. So let's say I have a friend with me, the bokeh filter will put the two of us in focus while blurring out the background and adding the bokeh effect. So this is a feature that you don't see on other smartphones, but you can tell that the edge detection has room for improvements. Nevertheless, it's a fun filter to use, especially since it can almost turn anything in your background into bokeh lights. This is great if your background isn't very interesting, so you can kind of spice things up with this filter. There is also AI color portrait if you don't want blurry background but still want to be the main focus in your video. This filter turns your background into a black and white filter while making sure the human subject remains colorful. It also works with two subjects, and I think the edge detection for this filter is more natural. Another interesting video feature, if you like shooting fast-moving scenes or basically just videos with lots of movements, is the Reno6's focus tracking. You just need to double tap on your subject and the camera will auto-lock onto the subject, so no matter where he or she goes, they stay in focus. Your subject doesn't have to remain at the same distance from the camera lens. They can come closer or further and the lens will still keep them in focus. Now, we know the Reno series has additional camera features like dual view video and AI highlight. So starting with dual view video, if you're a Reno fan, chances are you already know how it works. You get 3 different layouts to choose from and it uses both your front and rear cameras so you can shoot fun videos with your friends. As for the AI highlight feature, this can also be used in your front and rear cameras. Switching it on will give you better exposure management and it'll even brighten up darker areas in your video. So when I shoot videos using the front camera, the AI highlight feature actually improves my skin tone and the colors look more true to life. Moving on to the more common features, you can shoot up to 4K videos with the Reno6. Even though stabilization is not supported in 4K footages, you are getting vibrant, vivid colors if you shoot in 4K. For steadier shots, you can use the Ultra Steady mode, which works up to 1080p 60 frames per second. Whether you are vlogging or just filming things while you are moving, the Ultra Steady feature will help reduce the shakiness so you get clearer footages no matter where you go. Photos wise, you get a 64-megapixel lens which comes in a 64-megapixel mode. For darker surroundings, you can switch off the mode to get better pictures, but when you want full resolution where you can get more details in your photos, you should turn on the 64-megapixel mode. To take it further, you can even use the Extra HD mode, which lets you capture photos in a 108-megapixel resolution. Overall, photos look sharp and has nice colors that are not oversaturated even when the HDR mode is turned on. Okay, before I get to the low light photos, I just want to point out that the Reno6 has Flash Snapshot. It's something that's already embedded in the system. So basically you're getting faster shutter speed when shooting, so even in moving scenes, your subjects appear sharp. For example, I took a picture of this flag which was being blown like crazy by the wind, but you can see that it's still very clear in the shot. For videos, like I've mentioned, the Reno6 has focus tracking. Alright, so night mode. Of course, the Reno6 has night mode, and I think most smartphones have it now, but I recommend only using it when your surrounding is really dark because you need a steady pair of hands, or you will end up with bright photos that have blurry details. If your surroundings is not too dark, you can still use the normal photo mode, which will snap faster, resulting in sharper photos. Of course, if you really want to capture bright photos in super dark scenarios, you may want to consider using a tripod to help with getting steadier shots. So you've got all the interesting filters and modes to help you with your photography, videography adventure, but you still need a good battery and enough storage on your phone. Worry not, the Reno6 has 8GB of RAM paired with 128GB of storage and a 4300 mAh battery that supports 65W fast charging. That means you just need 28 minutes for a full charge and you can just continue shooting your videos and capturing photos again. Now, if you're interested in the Reno6, it's priced at 2,399 ringgit and you can get it from OPPO's official site, its official store on Shopee, and even places like Senheng and Senq. I'll leave the links in the description box down below, so feel free to check them out. So that's it for our video today. Feel free to let us know what is your favorite camera feature on the Reno6. As usual, don't forget to subscribe to our channel KLGadgetTV, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!